Typically a hitter should be like that. They're like that. All of them, their middles and their left. Okay? We need to put the center of our body on their right shoulder.
Together! 1, 2, 3, together! You see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets sparkling, the bursting gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
For the Tigers, Lauren Marr, Gabrielle Lee, Jenny Holman, Stephanie Amador. The Tigers cheerleading coaches are Gary Bailey and Heather Strong. And now Library Marshall Tigers versus non-starter. A senior, number 1, Carly Vanderpool. Junior, number 2, Tina Tower. A sophomore, number 4, Alyssa Netsky. Senior, number 8, Taylor Simpson. A junior, number 10, Nelson Iverson. Senior, number 12, 5'9", sophomore, 5'9", number 12, Amy Full. 5'6", junior, number 13, Stephanie Sano. 5'9", junior, number 15, Kennedy Johnson. 5'9", freshman, number 17, Morgan McKittrick. And the starters for the next lineup for the Tigers. 5'7", junior, number 3, Kelsey Heritage. Also a junior, 5'9", number 5, Dana Walrick. 5'8", junior, number 6, Rachel Westby. Number 9, 5'9", senior, Hope Wyloggy. A senior, 5'10", number 11, Pete Gladys. Junior, 5'8", number 14, Danny Beekman. And tonight's libero, 5'6", senior, Shay Myra. David Windorf, Heidi Peterson. Tonight's officials are Marshall Eastman and Brenda Luzera. These individuals are registered by the Minnesota State High School League, and their experience and integrity qualifies them to administer the rules of volleyball. Let's play volleyball.
Review how bad my eyesight is. That center is 16, not 18, okay? But if you look at that number closely, it's difficult to tell, all right? That's the kid that didn't pass very well tonight that we watched him play, okay? 16, she didn't pass well. We'll probably check her out early, okay? Remember, you guys, all their hitters come in like this, feet will be facing here. I want to put, I should be here on her. Okay, just lined up right there. Okay? Most of those kids are going to hit the ball back here. Alright? Watching their left sides play, you guys, they hit everything here. Okay, it's difficult for them to hit a ball across court coming in like that. Alright? So guys, let's get a good start. Let's get after them right away.
Yeah! Together! 1, 2, 3, together!
Right away.
Serving for the Scarlets, number 2, Alice Rochwell. Serving for the Tigers, number 7, Shay Barnett.
Back row, and she's their big hitter. So who's the other left? 12? 12, I think. It's coming to the right side there.
Yeah, 12, yeah.
All right? Don't get beat on the dump here. Hey, good energy so far. Let's keep it up now. Come on, let's go.
1, 2, 3, go!
Serving for the Tigers from number 5, Kayla Walden. State.
They play, I mean, they're in the same conference as Mankato, so they know what it feels like to play tough teams. This isn't going to be easy. We need to continue to compete hard. All right? Come on, let's go. Let's get after it.
One, two, three, together. Now, ladies, let's go.
First game goes to the Tigers, 25-14.
I think because we started to expect that when the ball was going to come over, it was going to be an easy ball. And for about
7 or 8 points there, the ball wasn't easy. Everything that we expected, we thought, oh, this will be an easy play, and then they hit that hard, sharp cross. Rachel, you weren't ready. Then we thought it was going to be easy free ball, and then she puts it right on the sideline, and we weren't ready for it. And they had about 6 or 7 balls like that. And then what happens is, you know, now they're getting a little bit of life, and they're getting a little bit of momentum, and it's all because we just thought, oh, this one will be easy, oh, this point will be easy. And they played a lot harder and a lot more aggressive in those 7 or 8 points than we did, and we weren't ready for that. So we've got to always expect that whatever's happening is going to be difficult until it's not. And then be surprised when it's easy, rather than the other way around, which we started to get into. Does that make sense? Okay, so we got to come out, we just got to fight until, you know, the game is done.
Guys, if we do get in a free ball situation, our right side, you need to get back to here, and Shay, you need to run up to here. So we kind of got that L thing going, okay? But you know, Shay, you hung around here, and then all of a sudden the kid put the ball right there. He just couldn't get there on that free ball, okay? Guys, if that's 7, if they set her the ball on the right side, let's play her to hit the ball here.
She's either hit here or roll shot at the ball here, okay? Remember, she got you that time because you were serving, then you didn't get back to your spot soon enough, okay? Danny, if you're up there and then she puts a high roll shot that's going to land on top of you, just turn and send it like you did that second time. And then the last thing, you guys, is unless you're doing a much better job on free ball coming back here, but remember, we don't want you playing the ball into the court over here. If our left back calls that, Danny, you know, then we let our left back take that.
You know, and Danny, just like Coach said, this is much better. You're getting back to here instead of just going straight to here. That's what we want you to do. But we don't want you playing balls back in here. Okay, let these kids, that's just such an easy pass for them to target from there. Okay, does that make sense? But Danny, your position's great. All right, let's go, you guys.
Yeah, together! 1, 2, 3, together! You go over here. He's always right. Let's come out and stay up.
Yeah, better than the first.
Okay. Let's be ready for this crazy stuff.
And I'm late. Oh, she's right. I'll tell you in a minute. Okay.
Here's one.
Starting to say good serving for the Tigers, number 1, Harley Bailey.
I don't think we've earned any of you guys. We're just dead. We're walking everywhere on the court. I mean, we told you in the locker room before the match there wasn't going to be any energy in this gym tonight, right? Didn't we talk about that? So you guys need to provide some for yourself. You know, our crowd's not into it, but you're also partially to blame for that. You haven't given them much to cheer about. You know, and your demeanor on the court certainly warrants no celebration point. I mean, we haven't done anything. We're walking around the court, we walk after the ball, we walk to our position. You know, it's dead, and you need to change it. Let's go. Give them something to cheer about. That they've kind of committed to stopping our quick in the middle. Okay, would you agree with that? Okay, I would certainly say that that's the case. Okay, I think we could. I think you can run some A's. That's something they haven't seen yet. D, I don't know how comfortable you are with that, but same thing.
Yeah, you guys done a good pass. If we have a middle screaming, they're going to have two kids up on it, and that's when we throw the ball outside or back. And then they have to start being honest. And when they start being honest again, then we can go middle. But if we become predictable on good passes, we're setting middle, and on not so good passes, we're throwing it outside, so they're pretty set in their defense. Okay? Let's use that to our advantage.
Yeah! Together! 1, 2, 3, together! Here we go! Yeah, let's go, guys! Yeah, ladies!
Tell yourself to do that. You know, you got to tell yourself to run in between plays, get the spots, run to your next spot. You know, or else we get lulled into sleep. Okay, then that was better at the end, and that's why we did.
Guys, in both game 1 and game 2, you know, the score was relatively close. Both teams were even up until about 12. And then all of a sudden, we just had this surge. You know, we need that early, and then we need to continue that. You know, rather than waiting to, you know, like we said, we had to call a timeout and then say, hey, we need to pick up the pace in everything we're doing out here. All right, let's just play like that from the get-go here. Let's go. Come on. Here we go.
Together! 1, 2, 3, together!
here, all right? Don't let this thing come down to the floor, all right? Keep it at a high level here, all right? A lot of energy on the court, run your spots, all that stuff. Come on, let's go. Here we go.